What's good, y'all? It's your boy Need for She coming back with another episode of I'm Just Reminiscing. And today I got a special guest on, somebody very close to me. Literally, this is my line brother, my link, that 4-5 matchup. I got my fraternity brother, APO, just good brother. I got my brother, B Jones. Mr. Brandon is on the show with us. Brandon, tell the people what's up.
What's up? What's up, Link?
What's good? What's good?
Man, it's so good seeing you on the screen. So, no, it's been a minute.
Right.
It's been a minute.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, it has, man. It's been a good time, man. It's been a good 5-6 years of knowing each other. It's been a good time.
Yeah, we go. It's kind of hard realizing, like, dang, it's really been 5 going on 6 years now that we, known each other, because it's literally like crazy seeing the amount of growth.
Yes, that we
both of us.
Man, it's been some time.
Man, we didn't seen each other in the trenches.
Yes, we have. Seeing each other, man. It's getting through college, man. You learn a lot. And like I said, you learn that a lot of people go through the same stuff you go through. So it makes it a little bit easier to push it through and everything like that. So it was like I said, it's good having you on. It's just good just talking about good times and everything like that. It was fun. It's been fun. It's still being fun, like I said, with all of us being together and everything and just talking and all that. It's always a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
Man. But on this season, I've been highlighting mostly everybody's personal business that they're doing. Some of them are doing it on the side. Some of them are actually full-time entrepreneurs. So I just want to give them a little bit of their flowers now, because a lot of people don't see the hard work that you guys put into the materials and stuff that you guys do. And for the people that have been around or been around my page, my Instagram and everything like that, you've seen some of my videos. A lot of the time the editing comes from Brandon. Brandon does a lot of my, when I was dropping my spoken word videos, he was editing that. When I did a lot of my the intro videos you see on most of my videos, the need for sheet, or you feel me, at the end of the videos, all that stuff is stuff he's done for me. So he's been working with me for a while, and I've been working with him on a lot of different other things. So a lot of the new rebranding stuff that you're going to be seeing from me is going to be coming from him, which is going to be start of one of his new projects, but it's something he's been wanting to do, rebranding himself, and his company now is called CradleRock. So if you want to explain to the people what CradleRock is.
Yes, sir. And it's a new iteration of, you remember, back on campus, that's how I started, basically. I was doing flyers here and there on campus for different organizations. And really, they can go way back before college. Even in high school, I was making designs, graphics, and logos. So they fleshed out from a hobby all the way through college, doing my freelance. And just about 8 months ago, I decided to do a rebrand. It's in the works. Like you said, sheet is called CradleRock. So the idea of CradleRock and the vision itself is fleshing out those ideas, fleshing out me doing flyer designs and logo designs, and really fleshing it out into a contracted product.
Right.
So offering my social media services, being able to take a client under my wing and say, for instance, they have an event they want to have. I come in, and this is where I come in and help with flyers and the branding of the event, and also being a network and providing a resource for them. So, if I know someone that is great at photography, here I am as a great resource.
Yes.
With professional recommendations. Here, call up this person. They're a good resource to take your pictures at this event. You need social media services. I'm a good recommendation for somebody to, run your page under contracted services. So here, in which I've seen a lot of providing one-stop shop services, providing a flyer for a client here, providing a logo for a client here. I've seen a lot of times people realize later on that that's not all that you need.
No.
You can send a flyer to somebody, be like, okay, I posted my flyer, my business is gonna run up now. No. And as we talked about earlier, you have to be really consistent in this market nowadays to be noticed. You really have to make sure that what you're presenting content wise is perceived as something like, okay, I'm here to present my content, I'm here to present my work in a professional way. And at the end of the day, you know, that's always our end goal, to always see the growth through our content. And
Yeah.
that's where I come to play this. Right.
Yeah. You gotta promote yourself,
Right.
you gotta promote your business. Like I said, you want people to believe in your dream just as much as you believe in yours. So at that time, in order to do that, you got to be consistent with it. If they see you consistent with it, then they see the growth that you actually have. But if you space it out too much, it's not really too much you can do about it. Like you say, you can't be picky and choosy, and that's something that I'm learning as well, going through my steps and processes. Like I said, your consistency has to be there in order for people to believe in your dream just like you believe in yours.
Exactly. And then there's something I can say for my own self, not only that I've seen with clients, but also just my own self, my inconsistencies as well, you know, promoting here and there, but not really being like, okay, this is the actual business.
Yeah.
I'm serious about this. This is what I want to push now. Because at the end of the day, we're not pushing ourselves for no reason. You know, we're talented at what we're doing and promoting. So it's only fair to ourselves that, you know, we actually put ourselves out there, because once you put yourselves out there, you're able to use your talents and skills to help other people.
Right.
I think that's another part, you know, being able to say, okay, I know I can help this person do this. Let me go ahead and promote this. That way they know I'm able to do this, you know, then help them.
Because some people might still think, like I said, if some people believe it's still a side hustle, then they might not take it as like, okay, he might do a good job, but this ain't his main focus. So it may be, you know, it might be a couple of corners cut or something. But when people believe that it is your business and you're gonna try everything in your power to make sure their product is good, they'll take you a little bit more serious. But like I said, they have to see you serious first in order to do it. So that, I mean, that's just a reality check at that point.
Yeah.
So you said back in high school, so that was another question I was thinking of. Was that something you always wanted to do growing up, or is that just something you felt a liking to or fell in love with as you got older, as you started to see different things and how technology works and everything?
I think the first thing I did, I think it was high school. I was running for some position in high school, and I had to make campaign flyers. And I didn't want anybody else to do them. I said, I'm going to figure out how to do them myself. So I downloaded Photoshop, found a way to download Photoshop, downloaded the program, made some flyers, hung them up on campus in the hallways, and they were kind of like, hey, the flyers look nice. You know, you ever thought about, you know, actually being serious about that? And I'm like, you know, I'm like, maybe I should start playing around with the program more. So started using the program more, started helping out with more events in high school, and then fleshed out to eventually those talents translating over into college. Like we talked about earlier, I remember charging $15, $20 for a flyer.
For a flyer, right.
For a flyer, be like, hey, B, contact B, he gets your flyer, get you right. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this $20.
I mean, it was a good come up. When you had week, when people said make the flyer for the week, hey man, that's $100 in your pocket.
No, for real.
Right.
For real. So they really kind of like, they not only built my skills, because they came to me with the ideas. I'm like, dang, can I really do that? Can I really like put this up here? I want to have this on this flyer. I'm like, dang.
Right.
Okay, I'm finna see what I can do. And after a while, I started looking at my flyers. I'm like, dang, these are really good flyers that I'm doing. I'm actually taking my time to make something that people are actually gonna like. You know, I'm not just throwing things on the screen and
Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually like taking my time and like actually putting my heart into uh to my work. And I think that's what really started to pay off is knowing that I was taking my time with work, but also was in college enjoying the experience. Being able to go to a party and be like, dang, I made that flyer that they promoted for like a month and a half.
Right.
You played a part in that experience. And it was a really good feeling knowing, looking back, like, dang, that was a really good experience being able to do that.
Yeah, man. Your
Mhm.
flyers was always around campus. No matter what event, your name was probably on that flyer somehow, some way.
Mhm.
Somehow, some way, your name was around everybody's activities. That was like, let's just hire B. Let's send him this $100,
Yeah.
this 150, and let him make 5 flyers for the week, $150. Be like, all right, hey, quick little change. And then college for us, $100 went a long way.
Oh yeah, it did.
It went a long way. Having
Man, what?
$100 went a long way.
That's where the hustle came into play. You gotta, you get the work done, you get paid for it. So it was a good feeling.
Right. Doug said
Yeah.
we gotta find a way to hustle some money up somehow. Gotta make
Hmm.
it work. Man,
Yes,
I
sir.
sold drinks. We did what we did, man. Gotta
Man, what?
make money. Gotta make money doing something.
Yeah, and there was a good part about it. It was like a whole network of people,
Right.
of resources. It's your fingertips. You didn't have to contact anybody else, or I didn't have to go out campus to find somebody to, know how to make drinks, or go off campus to find somebody to make flyers, or help plan your event. It was all there.
Right.
Everything was literally there.
Like you said, DJs on campus, you had everybody to do the flyers. You had everybody doing something on campus. So
Yeah.
it was always a good time.
Hmm.
It was like you
It
said,
was good.
and being able to do that at a younger age, and then kind of knowing that when you get to college, I think that kind of was that something you geared towards in your career choice and your degree choice. Was that one of the big reasons why you chose what you did in college? Was that media
Uh,
design?
I think there was a part of it because I knew I wanted to be in some type of creative field, and
Yeah.
communications was the closest thing, because it was either between psychology or communications, and I chose communications because I know the field is a lot more lucrative, and the positions that you can find yourself in are more valuable. Not to knock psychology, but I feel like me as a creative, I can, you know, uh, really, put my work into stuff. Like I said earlier, put my work into my craft and actually present my craft. And then that kind of hinges off. So I was actually a public relations major. That was my sequence at Martin. And
Yeah.
so I was able to use that as well, because so that's not my only skill, actually using the PR aspect and into that really helped in the long term.
Mm-hmm.
Learning those skills, learning those advertising and marketing skills, those those pieces actually helped me to be more creative, and actually push me. Okay, here's my product. Here's what I make. So how can I actually promote myself and what I'm doing? And they really pushed me uh, to be better at my craft and be better at my skill, because I'm putting myself in the space to promote myself.
Right.
I promote myself because I do good work. So, and I think that comes almost full circle to know that I'm about to do that again. So it's really, I won't say on the line, but you presenting yourself once again. Once you present yourself again,
Yeah.
okay, here it's showtime. The curtains are being pulled back at you. So that's what happens.
Yeah.
So with the rebrand, especially.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
This is definitely easy. It's like looking back on it, I would not have been an HHP major. Most likely, I would not have been an HHP major if I went back to school and looked at it now. Yeah, I wouldn't have been. Excuse me. Yeah, I wouldn't have been
Mhm.
an HHP major. It would have been easily communications, most likely public relations. It would probably been either public relations or it would have been public relations or it could have been I don't know, was it TV personality was one?
TV, radio, in that area.
Yeah, so
personality.
Radio or TV personality, I would have either did that or I would have did, but most likely probably did public relations. And my minor would either been business or marketing. Because I know you got to have a minor. So my minor would have been either business or marketing. With the communications and probably public relations and probably a minor in business. That way I can kind of go through everything. But if it wasn't going to be business, it was going to be marketing. It was probably going to be my minor. So that's why, that's why I would have went to school for. I easily would have went to school for communications and public relations with probably a minor in marketing or business.
Nice. I could have definitely seen it. I could definitely see you having like a podcast, a radio show.
Yeah, I would have definitely did all of that stuff. It would have been easier to do. I had all of it there. Had all of it there. Could have recorded in Gooch in some of those places. Could have recorded in there, rented out time to go in there and record.
Man, you literally had everything at your fingertips.
What? Everything at your fingertips. College proved that. I was like that, and then all this stuff. I wish I remember having this stuff I was taught. I took a web design class in middle school. Our teacher was teaching us how to code, how to make a website. I don't remember any of that stuff. Now, like I said, look at it now. I wish I would have remembered how to code. She taught us how to code. She taught us how to make websites. She taught us how to do that, and I don't remember anything from that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That stuff I wish I could remember. And it's like, it's crazy how it comes full circle sometimes. I mean, it's just like, nah, you just gotta do what you gotta do and figure it out now.
Yeah, we gotta come with it. So
yeah.
And I think that's after a while, we kind of realize through our mistakes and like, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have did that. It's kind of like, you know what? After a while, it's like, why not? Why not go after the things that you said you want to do? Why not, put the work in for the ideas that you have in your head? How fun would it be to, see those things come to life?
Exactly. Yeah, it's, like I said, at this point in time, what kind of degree you have doesn't matter. What type of degree you have doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like I said, can you do the job that you want to do? Do you want to do what you want to do? And who do you know that's in there?
Man, what?
Who you know? Who you know that's in there?
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, because it can really take you somewhere.
Take you to a lot of places.
It can. And it's just the point of being in the right space and being almost like presenting yourself in the right space at the right time. It's all about you. It's on you. So it's on us to get it done.
So yeah, that's like you said, you betting on yourself. And with betting on yourself, you're gonna take some bumps and bruises. You're gonna take some bumps and bruises, and you gotta be able to just sit there, take some of them, keep it moving.
Yeah, and especially as creatives, you really balancing the business with the creativity part. This once was a hobby, has turned into a business. So how do you still make this fun? How do you still make what like I said, what was once a hobby still fun? Because I found myself many times getting burnt out, with, so you can relate, producing, putting out work, putting out work that's different, putting out work that's not going to look like the last flyer you made, putting out work that's like, oh, I don't hope they don't call me because this looks like something, I made for somebody else because they asked for something original.
Right.
So the pressure's on in multiple ways to be creative and also be mindful of yourself, of being in creative space, but also giving yourself the grace to know that, okay, this is a client, I'm going to provide them with some good work. and I'm gonna put in my work to make sure they're satisfied. So
What?
this is yeah. So that's the goal at the end of the day, just satisfaction of client, to not only just retain them and maintain a relationship with them, but also stepping off the plate, stepping off the field, knowing, okay, I gave them something, and they'll be able to remember for a while and actually use for a long time. Because that's a part of your brand. There's something people are going to see for a long time. It's one of the first few things people see and recognize for your brand is their logo, their flyer, their overall design, their work.
Yep. I mean, design, like I said, they know it's your original. You put the time in for it, so they gonna judge it a little bit differently. So they look at it and it's like, okay, I like what he's doing. Like I said, it's a lot. I remember, like I said, I've seen you firsthand do flyers and stuff like that. I remember when we created the Goodfellas flyer. When me and you created the Goodfellas flyer. When we created the promo video, when we created a little promo video, it took us 3-4 hours, but we got it done.
Man, what? Yeah, I remember that.
We got it done. It took like 3-4 hours to get that done, but we got it done and we dropped it at 7. And I remember folks was in there and everybody had districts and stuff like that. That was like, so we coming back. So about this. Are we all going down there? Are we staying? What we doing? Because they gonna probably we want to be there. So I think we dropped that like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock that night. We dropped that. And
I remember.
What?
Because I think I was on the road somewhere. I think I was on the road in between Martin, either coming back tomorrow or leaving Martin. I remember we had dropped the video. And then I remember the group me's were blowing up, the text messages were blowing up. It's just like times like that. It's just you don't forget stuff like that. Because it almost feels like if you could compare anything else, maybe an album release.
Man.
Maybe an album release or some like huge event. I mean, it was a huge event that we were promoting.
Right. And we, like I said, those videos, or even when what's the name in them, when we did Trey Day and them promo video. We did that week. Like I said, it was like I said, those flyers and everything. Oof, man, that was like I said, that was the times. And like I said, that was something, like I said, some of your best skill set was, like I said, the flyers, the videos, and seeing where you are now with where you were then when you did those flyers. I was like, you probably would think of doing a whole different thing if you were doing the flyers today from what you were doing back then. You would do a whole different type of scheme.
Oh yeah. We would have blew them out the water even then. But even then, the work we were doing, the collaborating, us even on the video, the creative work, like let's put this smoke up here, let's put this mask up here, let's put this text over here. That was really like those type of collaborations are what you really remember.
Yeah.
When you pop like, dang, I didn't do this by myself. I had help. I had creative direction help.
That's why I was like, you do the website. I was like, I will do the public relations. I was like, all of this, I can think of this. I can put that. Actually doing it, I was like, all right, that's him. But me thinking of it and we collaborating and putting together, I was like, I can do that. I was like, that's easy. I can come up with ideas. I know what people be remembering and thinking about. I could do that. But actually physically doing it, I was like, if you teach me, I'll learn it. But like I said, I could do the other stuff.
Yeah.
So it was nice. Yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed all of that, man. It was good, man. I'm talking about everything. And now, like you said, you still been doing it, like you said, you talked about earlier, on the side, and eventually want to make that, like I said, the main focus, the main objective is to get that going. What's a couple of different projects that you did that you really enjoyed doing?
I think the one I think about often was like a full package was I think it was 2020 after week 2017. It's those flyers we
When we
put
did
out.
Power.
We did Power. We had, I remember we had the promo video for the week. Then we had another video, I think, for the line that was coming out. And then we had a promo flyer for the events. On top of that, we had flyers for each day of the week. Man, if I don't tell you there was like a blueprint, I can't tell you what.
Man, that week, I remember it vividly that Emilio, Cam, and Jason, they like I said, we were getting the line ready for them to come out. Mm-hmm. So they did the probate show. They was the ones they was the most hands-on with that. As far as that week, it was us. As far as that week, it was us.
Mm-hmm.
We ran that week. We ran that whole week. It wasn't. We ran that whole week, and to top it off with that probate and that party that night, and people coming back and saying, "Bruh, it felt like old Martin for a week." I said, "That's all. That's all that needed to be said."
Yes, man. And now I couldn't relate much to that because I know you were on campus before I did, but to know that I only experienced that for 1 week, to go back and be like,
that week was beautiful. I'm talking about top to bottom. That thing was beautiful.
You had to be there.
Yeah, you had
to talk about it all day, but
that week, and I think Mike and Sherrod, all of us was there. All of us was there that weekend. So that was because Mike was still living in Martin, I think. Yeah, so we was all there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause that was our first year. That was our first year after we crossed. So we was there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was deep.
Oh yeah, it was deep. And then the party at that party that night, it was packed to capacity that night. Mm-hmm. We made so much. Yeah. We made so much that we was like, first of all, we was like, okay, nobody's beating this week. This whole
season. No.
Nobody beating that week. Didn't nobody come close to beating that week.
Was it the ice cream party or was it?
No, that was that fall.
For homecoming, ice cream.
For homecoming, we threw ice cream.
Okay, yeah, because I remember there was Cameron had shot a promo video for that. What was the party called for? Was it the probate party? I forgot. We had called it.
That was the family affair one.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
That one was supposed to be Goodfellas, but it ended up having to be family affair. Yeah, that.
Man, that's a whole nother story.
But it turned. I mean, like I said, everything still turned out well. It was in Union City at the Armory. Everything turned out well. It was still a good night. We did what we had to do. Probate was cool. Everything was good that night. Cool. We went on to the next week. Everything was good to go. So It was fun. And like I said, that didn't stop you. You kept putting out. You was doing flyers for everybody else that week. You was doing flyers and everything. So now, seeing where you're at now, and you're still doing. Are you just doing mostly flyers and media, or are you doing websites? You doing everything else, or how are you going about it now?
Right now, I've been finding myself doing a lot more logos.
Mm-hmm.
People they're starting. People that are coming to me, they're starting their businesses. They're just outright. They have the idea of their business. They're about to put it out. Now they need to start their branding. So they don't have, say for us, we've already established ourselves. Like on campus, but you don't need a logo for a top side chapter because that's what it is. You have events planning for the chapter, right. But outside of that, for businesses now, they're not established. So here is where I'm seeing myself coming to play, providing overall branding services for the client. Okay. So on the back end, I'm seeing myself doing flyers, but at the front end is where I reel my clients in and providing my logo services. And then they really fleshes out to providing flyers, helping out with social media content, helping plan events or give them my event ideas. It's really almost becoming into almost consulting piece of if I'm not producing work, if I'm not actually sending you work, I'm just really guiding you through your business strategies or more online marketing strategies. And it's really becoming a whole package. I'm sitting back and thinking, okay, this is something that I can provide as a whole package. You know, if I know I'm able to see a client and know and hear their passion of their work and what they wanted to do, this is where I can come into play and kind of help them organize their strategies and be like, okay, what if you have you thought about doing this? Have you thought about executing this content this way, producing this content in this way, changing your logo for this, or putting this content out once a week versus another piece of content out for another week. So it's really just seeing how I can help strategize with the client, not only creatively, but also with marketing wise, like strategically marketing a client.
Right. Okay. So like I said, what we call a jack of all trades, just doing a lot of different services, you know, just to that way the client just don't have to come to you for one specific thing. I can offer you this, I can offer you that, I can offer you this together. And if you buy all of these together, you might get a discount price. It's a lot of different things you bring them back. So offering a lot of services don't put you necessarily in a box. It allows you to spread out and do a lot of different things. So if people need to come to you for multiple things, you know exactly how to do it. So yeah, that's probably the better version of a media brand, as media instead of just being one specific thing, all types of media.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And that also helps with consistency for a person's brand. You know, we're guiding them to put out content once or twice a week, and that's helping them establish themselves as a brand versus, you know, sending someone a logo and they go out and find somebody and they do whatever with the logo. You know, here I am helping actually guide them through the whole branding package. So while you're presenting a whole gift to the client and they can just open it up and run with it.
Right.
Either I can be there with them or I can help them along the way, or they can go and run with it. So my goal is also satisfy the client enough on the front end to know they can stick around and I can help them with their needs. And that's really the key part of me promoting myself, to know that I'm maintaining clients and finding clients that will be able to use me on a contracted basis. So that's always the end goal when I'm taking on clients.
Okay. Give them the full experience. That way they know exactly, it feels a little bit more intimate. They feel like they've been a part of it. You actually took your time and did exactly what they asked for, and you really kept them engaged. So yeah, being able to do everything for the customer allows them to know that this is something that you, like I said, you're passionate about. So I'm gonna treat this just like I would treat anybody else's. Is I'm gonna give you the best thing that I can for you. So yeah, that's good, man. Like you said, next year and starting off, I know we're gonna push a lot. So people that, you know, need logos, need branding, need all this ideas, all these different ideas and everything like that, this is the man you guys need to come see. Like you said, all the social media consulting, everything, physical consulting, everything that you need, he'll be able to provide that with you. And like you said, it's different packages, so you can get all different types of needs when you come through branding. So like you said, Cradle, excuse me, say it again. It was CradleRock.
CradleRock.
I said it at the beginning. That was my bad, man.
Oh, that's cool.
CradleRock.
Yeah.
You guys, you definitely need to go check that out. Like you said, and this COVID and this pandemic and everything like that, it has shown a lot of people that they can survive as an entrepreneur. That's one thing for sure. because a lot of people, like I said, didn't want to take that risk, but COVID kind of gave people no choice. They was like,
Right.
hey, test it out. You want to start selling food? People ain't trying to leave. You know, sell food, drop it off at the door, see if people come and get it. Hey, people got food businesses now. I see a lot of people with food businesses, drinks, like I said, media, everything like that. A lot of people starting their own businesses. And like you said, a lot of times it's a little bit better and a little bit easier going through Entrepeneurs because you feel like they're going to give you a better product sometimes. And also, it feels good helping out people that's like working for themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's good.
Yeah. You gotta be able to have all that. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's good to have a helping hand, especially Black entrepreneurs and everything like that who don't necessarily always get the feedback that they want or always get the accessibility that they need. Us being able to support everybody, and of course support everybody's entrepreneur business, everybody's. Don't think I'm just saying one, but yeah, just saying being able to help everybody out is, like I said, that's just a blessing in itself, especially somebody that's passionate about their own work.
Right, and you kind of feed off of that too, you know, seeing other entrepreneurs and being able to help them with their own businesses. It's kind of, for me, really, it's really satisfying, like seeing them passionate about their work, because it makes me more passionate about my work, knowing that I played a part, you know, and helping them with their dreams.
Oh yeah,
We all have our dreams, you know.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And you gotta dream big, man, and you gotta take big risks. It is what it
Yes,
is
sir.
at this point.
Man.
It is what it is. But like I said, B, I do appreciate that. It's that's like I said, that's a lot. That's a lot that's going on. And in today's world, with the businesses that you guys going into, especially with a lot of people doing a lot of social media and everything, it's great to have people like the business that you're doing, because a lot of people do need guidance into this. A lot of us, we're just jumping in straight on and don't really know a lot of how to get our name out. We just know we want to get our name out. So having people like you and people that run businesses like you, being able to like help guide us in the right direction when it comes to what we want to do, how we want to brand it, what type of people we want watching our content, what people we trying to brand to. You guys having kind of that insight into doing that, that's something that a lot of people need. So having this business that you have right now, I know this is going to help a lot of people out. Of course, I'm gonna help and use that service, use your services too, because like I said, this is things I'm still learning on myself as well. So I do appreciate you coming on and talking about that. I really do.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. And you know, it's something that, you know, we actually, like I said, almost in the same breath, we really feeding off each other. You know, the things that you want to do, I might have not done with other clients. So this skill set, and you're coming to me with requests. So okay, he wants to do this service. He wants to provide this. He wants this to look like this. So we're gonna figure out a way to, you know, to make that happen.
Right.
You know, that's the mindset of an entrepreneur. You know, they have ideas, they have dreams. So how do we take the dream, we take the idea, and we flesh those out into actual things? You know, what's the steps that we're talking through to make sure he has the product, the end product in hand to promote that to the masses? Because I know we also talked about social media in itself. Social media is a lot different from even a year and a half ago. Think about COVID and the amount of scrolling we do every day. What we see every day is so much more different than what we saw when we were just in college. We weren't really posting stories. I don't think they had stories on Instagram back when we were in college. Did they have stories?
I think towards the end it started. I don't remember how long, but probably towards the end it started stories.
Yeah, so
I think they used to be 15 seconds.
Something. I know it. Yeah,
I think there was like 15-second stories or something like that at first. It wasn't long. They weren't long at first.
Right. Yeah, they were pretty short.
Yeah, they were short. They was like 15 seconds or something like that.
Yeah. And so now you got the stories now, and then you have the reels now on top of the regular posting you have.
You can go live.
You go live now on Instagram. So it's just a lot of different avenues where you can promote yourself. So the you can really get overwhelmed if you're not able to tackle which avenue is going to be best for you as a client or you in your brand.
Mm-hmm.
And so people can get really overwhelmed on social media, but it's really just a tool. You know, it's just a tool and a resource to put yourself out there. And that's where you have to be organic with it. So it's a nice, valuable tool. We use it right.
Oh yeah. And like I said, it could be your best friend or it could be your worst enemy, depending on how you.
What? Man.
It could be your best friend or worst enemy. It could be either one.
You decide. You know, but when you put it out,
you decide. Like I said, if you're confident in your work, you know what you put out. But the internet is ruthless.
Somebody gonna see
it. They do not care. The internet don't care who you is. They do not care. You can
for real.
You could be Barack, you could be Beyonce, you could be whoever you want to be. They don't care. Let something get out that ain't supposed to get out. They gonna let you have it.
Oh yeah, they gonna run with it too because they eat that up.
Yeah, they're gonna eat that
they
up.
Eat it up all day.
Yeah. Without that, the shade room and stuff wouldn't exist. Man. Yeah, man. We like I said, we had some good times, man. So sitting on here talking about that stuff and then being able to see where you want to go with your business is something that, like I said, is just good seeing that, especially from somebody that's close to you, that's like, hey man, they want to do this, and having the opportunity to talk to them before it blows up. Oh, that's great. That's great for me. It's like I said, great content for me.
Yeah, and it's I think you really, and I'm starting to understand. You really have to believe in yourself, and I think sometimes we really make it harder than we do in believing in ourselves.
Right.
It's really we can get really caught up in not believing in our own selves and our own dreams and stuff because we got this going on. We got this going on. Like, dang, I don't have the time to even think about the stuff that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I now look at those things as different things, almost like a stepping stone now, because we're not having these ideas for any reason. They're coming to me for a reason. So, you know, it's just really important. I find it now, like, I know I can do this. You got to really believe in yourself and knowing that this hard work that you putting in, other clients putting in, other friends, family putting in on their own side business, it's gonna pay off.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta just really put in that belief. And I'm seeing it now. You look at all the other successful artists and creatives, you know, painters and other people. What they did, what compares to other people, they really believed in their craft. They really believed in their abilities to say, okay, one day this is really going to be put out and the masses are going to see this. The masses are going to appreciate this, and it's going to be something I can really leave behind. Even, you know, you think about the money is important, but also leaving behind a legacy and, you know, having something that you can leave behind, you know. That's really a really important piece I'm learning.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the money is good, and like I said, that's part of the reason we do some of the stuff that we want to do. But at the same time, if it gives me a peace of mind, it's something that I love to do. Everything's gonna come when I need it to come.
Yeah, for real.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, man. We just go from there.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah, keep it rolling. So you guys, it's been another episode of I'm Just Reminiscing. Once again, I want to thank my line brother, my link, Brandon, for coming on and talking with you guys about his new business venture that's coming out soon. So you guys be on the lookout. I'm going to have all his information at the end of the video. So you guys can go hit him up if you need anything on logos, social media presence, social media, everything like that. He'll be able to guide you and help you out. Like you said, different packages, everything. He got everything that you need. So you guys definitely go look him up, go try everything that he has. And like you said, be a recurring client because I know my line brother gonna do you guys right. I know he's going to do you guys right. So I appreciate you coming on, B. I really do.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, this has been fun. So you guys, this has been the episode I'm Just Reminiscing. Once again, I want to thank B for coming on. You guys, new episode next week, like it's been going. And once again, I'll see you guys next week on another episode of I'm Just Reminiscing. You feel me?